episode 13 of the I'm Just Saying show with Justin, the Warlord Werley. And I'm so glad you're listening to the show. The thing that's been bothering me today is, what age do you get? What age is it when you wake up, you feel fine all morning, you feel absolutely fine. You go and run some errands, and you're lifting bags and putting them in the car, and it's not an issue, you feel good. While lifting everything up, you feel fine. And then you go in to sit in the car, and all of a sudden, your back says, "Hey, asshole, I'm gonna make you feel a shit ton of pain right now." Out of nowhere, completely randomly and out of nowhere, the left side of my back, like my lat, if you will, scientific terms, my lateral medialis flexiate muscle in my lat is freaking killing me right now. It feels like the entire thing just bunched up and is just twisted into knots. So my fiance is going to have to come home and give me a little heedle on the old lat there. And maybe if she does a good job, I'll reward her. I'll reward her for her services. And by that I mean let her live here. Kidding. Because I had to say that because women's rights are just... Okay, I'll stop. But yeah, my back is fucking killing me right now. I keep twisting and trying to stretch it out. And man, it just wants to knot up. But I'll power through. You want to know why? Because I'm a man. That's what men do. They power through pain. Like the pain of sitting and watching The Notebook. Like the pain of sitting in a movie where, what the hell was the other movie of Channing Tatum and that girl who flies through the windshield of the car? And then Patrice O'Neal had a great joke about that. Basically what happens in this movie is Channing Tatum is like engaged to this woman about to be married, and somebody rear ends their car, and first off, alright, there's the back. There's the back. There's the back. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God, I got old in like an hour and a half. The part right before they get rear-ended, I actually wanted to cheer the rear-ending of them and her flying through a windshield. Because the part right before that, what is that movie? I don't know. I'm going to drive you people crazy. But there is a movie with Channing Tatum and some broad. Sorry, I know, politically correct. Some skirt is sitting in the passenger seat, and he farts in the car. I guess it's a silent one. And he rolls down. First off, he's selfish because he rolls down her window. Anybody that's ever farted in a car knows that the window you roll down is where the fart smell goes to. So he's already kind of a douche. And then she looks at him. She looks at him like lovingly in the eyes, rolls up the window, and goes, and smells his shitty fart. I'm assuming that's supposed to be a sign of love. Let me tell you something. She's fucked up. She was fucked up before she got thrown through a goddamn windshield. Any woman who wants to roll up a window and smell her man's farts, she's somebody that likes to get shit on, or she likes to get pissed on, or she likes to lay under a glass coffee table while somebody shits on it. These are all just random things that I don't know anything about, or I haven't ever looked at or watched a few times on Pornhub. But I'm just saying that this woman's fucked up. So anyway, she does that. And I'm like, I just stare a hole in the side of my fiance's head while we're watching this movie. And then the car rear ends them from behind. And I don't know if you've ever seen, if you guys have ever seen Naked Gun with Leslie Nielsen? Whatever. Naked Gun. And whenever they throw like a body, or the Three Stooges actually, they throw a body over something or off something, and they want to get a shot of the body flying through there. It's, oh my God, son of a bitch. Sorry. the body flies through the air limp. Like there's nothing, there's no bones, there's no tendons. Like it's basically a doll flying through the air. And then she gets all fucked up, and it's a whole thing where she loses her memory. So it's the Notebook without having to write things in a book. So he goes into the hospital, and this is where Patrice O'Neal has a great joke. He goes into the hospital to see her, and she doesn't remember him. She has no idea who he is. And he stays, and he battles through this whole thing, and he tries to give her memories of their past years of love and relationship, and how deep they were connected, and they try to have like a really, like he goes above and beyond trying to make this woman understand that, hey, we were in love, we were going to get married, you don't recognize me, you don't remember any of this, but I love you, I'm trying to make our relationship work. And Patrice O'Neal's joke is, if I walked into a hospital, I'd take one step inside the door, lean in and go, you know me? She said, nope. I go, all right. That would be the whole thing. You know me? Nope. All right. He'd fucking leave. He would leave. And I gotta tell you, I don't know. She doesn't know that he left, right? Is that bad? Oh, yeah. Let's try to help the pain with that. Anyway, we were supposed to, oh my God, son of a bitch. We were supposed to have, I'm now your grandfather. This is your grandfather. Somebody's grandfather apparently has a stupid accent. This is your grandfather's podcast. We have 2 cans going from building to building. And this is, okay, that was stupid. Anyway, oh my God. This is story time. We were supposed to have a guest from my high school days on, Mr. Derek Kirshner. And he's a good guy, and we were probably, I would say maybe back early years in school, we were probably consider each other best friends at one point. I still consider him a friend. I mean, we just drifted apart, you start families, and, well, he started a family, because shockingly, he's more responsible than me at this point in life. But he, you move on, you don't have contact like you used to, One of us breaks up with their long-term relationship, moves to Pittsburgh, and starts a completely new life, and then you lose contact. That happens. All for the best. But, he had to cancel. We were supposed to do it this Friday, and he's such a good guy that he one of his friends had a problem, and he went to help him, and it was like a 2-day project. So, that was boring for you, but he could not do the show. So, today we're going to call it Story Time with Justin. Yes, it's story time with Justin. I'm going to tell you some embarrassing stories. Now, there are stories that I love. I hold them dear to my heart. I cherish these stories. I don't know. They just, if you can't tell embarrassing stories about yourself and feel good about it, I don't know if we can talk. I don't know if we can be in the same room together. The self-deprecating part of a person, I think, is a big thing. If you can't laugh at yourself and understand that not everything you do is the greatest thing in the world, and you can't take humiliation, and you can't take failure, and you can't take those things, at some point in life, you're gonna get smacked. You're gonna run into a wall where you are forced to deal with all these things, and you're not gonna know how to handle it. So, okay, so, first story. There was a time when young Justin used to go with his family, not obviously I didn't make the family. It was my mom and dad and my brother and I. And actually, this time I don't think my brother went. He was too busy having house parties where he drove the wheel horse tractor around the yard at full speed with a freaking pitcher full of what did he used to drink back there? Amaretto and Coke back then in those days. And then he broke the tractor, or one of them broke the tractor. Anyway, doesn't matter. So he was probably not with us. So I was allowed to bring a friend. I brought a friend named Andrew Miller. Check him out on Facebook. He's in acting in Pittsburgh. He's actually another really good guy. And why do I say actually? Like, everybody that hears me talk about somebody on here that I'm friends with probably goes, oh, that guy's a piece of shit, probably. Probably that guy's a piece of shit. No, he is a good guy. Andrew, I think William Miller. Good guy, actor out in Pittsburgh. And he, so we were on this vacation anyway. Rehoboth Beach, people. Rehoboth Beach. Because my mom liked the shops. It's cute. It's really cute. It's cute. And my mom liked the shops there. And I should have lost that tone of voice earlier. And my mom, she loved the shops there. So anyway, during the day, Rehoboth Beach is a really nice place. It's your normal beach. You got your boardwalk. I think there's a boardwalk there anyway, or there's at least, obviously, duh. That's where this story goes. Yes, there's a boardwalk. And, a little nice place to eat and things like that. It's a very nice little town. So, I don't know when it changes. I think it's probably around, whenever the fuck the sun goes down, like 8 o'clock or 7:30 at sometimes. This was back in the day. I was probably 13. I don't know. All these stories, by the way, every story I tell you, most of the time, happens between my 13th birthday and my 15th birthday. Because that's when I was more of a piece of shit than I've ever been in my life. So, we're at this hotel at Rehoboth Beach. And young Justin likes to smoke cigarettes at this point in time. He hides packs of cigarettes. He would go out, have his buddy, Derek, who was supposed to be on the show today, most of the time it was Derek, get me a pack of cigarettes because he looked older than me. And I would smoke the whole pack before I got home that night because I didn't want my parents to catch me. So, this time I had a pack of cigarettes. I hid it in whatever bag I had at the Rehoboth Beach. And I'm like, all right, everybody's asleep. It's probably 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. Everybody's asleep. I'm going to sneak out. I'm going to sneak out and smoke my cigarettes on the boardwalk. I know, first off, anybody who doesn't know, Rehoboth Beach is a gay beach. Not like, oh, it's fucking gay. No, it is, oh my God. It is a beach for homosexuals. And as you listen to this, it might sound like I'm being violated by one. But I am not. I swear it is just back pain. Anyway. So it's very homosexual. During the day, you would never know the difference. At night, the freaks come out. Being 13 to 15 years old, I didn't understand this concept. So I'm walking down towards the boardwalk, and a gentleman. Now I don't want to, assume someone's gender, but a gentleman who is shirtless with regular shorts on and then a pink frilly tutu on top of that is skipping down the sidewalk singing Pink's I'm Coming Out, and my dumbass still doesn't register what the hell I'm getting into. So I go down to the boardwalk, and by the time I get down there, I have to take a piss. So I go to the bathhouse. Well, not bath. It's not really a bathhouse. It's just a boardwalk bathroom. And I go up and I try to open the door. And obviously, it's 11 o'clock at night. They lock everything up. The door's locked. I look to my left. I see a gentleman going, and he looked like a normal guy. Khaki shorts, not board shorts, fucking cargo shorts, polo shirt, looked like a normal guy, going through the trash can. Now, to me, growing up in a rather sheltered environment, so, you're trying to go to the bathroom, the door's locked, you look to your left, somebody's going through the trash can. My mind goes maintenance guy. This must be a maintenance guy or a custodian or something like that. He must be emptying that trash. Wow, working late. What a hard worker this guy is. I look to him and I go, hey, do you have a key for this? And he probably says, no, I don't. Now, looking back on this scenario here is where the problem started. I just asked a gay man. Now, I didn't know that at the time, but knowing what happens at the end of the story, I asked a gay man if he had a key to go into a bathhouse or a bathroom at 11 o'clock at night in Rehoboth. Probably not the best idea. So, after that, I go, all right, well, fuck it. I guess I'm holding my piss. I'm gonna walk and I'm gonna smoke my cigarettes. Well, me asking this guy for a key to the bathroom must have led him to think, dude, this guy's in. This young guy, he's trying to fuck me in the bathroom. So he decides to strike up a conversation with me and walk with me up and down the boardwalk approximately 2 to 3 times. So, and at this age, I have a fear of confrontation. Actually, probably up until a few years ago, I had a fear of confrontation. I avoided confrontation like the fucking plague. So, I didn't say anything to this guy. I'm just like, okay, and we're talking, you know. I told him I was a wrestler. I wrestled. And that probably got him excited. And then I go, oh, what are you doing out here? He goes, oh, I'm trying not to get caught smoking these things. And I pointed to my pack of cigarettes like I was cool. I tapped him. Trying to not get caught smoking my cancer sticks, bro. So we are walking up and down, up and down, up and down. So we get to the cross street where I originally got down to the boardwalk. And what happens there is I go, all right, I've had enough of this. I don't know how to get rid of this guy. So I point to my hotel, which is across the street. And I said, that's where I'm staying. I'm going to go back to my hotel. And he goes, well, I have a house over there. And points like way, I don't even know where the hell he pointed. Points way off to the left. And as he's pointing to his house, I hear, hey, Justin, who's your friend? I look to my right, and in my horror, my father has come looking for me. Now keep that in mind. Once he said that, my whole world just went, and I'm like, oh my God, I realize now what this looks like. It was in that moment that I understood that homosexuality was a thing. I didn't get it before, like it was always funny, oh, gay, oh, it's gay. Now I knew it at a I don't want to say deeper level because that implies penetration, but I knew it at a different level. So my dad comes over, hey Justin, who's your friend? And I go, oh God, oh God, I know what this looks like. Oh God, I immediately panic. I don't say anything. I'm like frozen. And let it go. Yeah, not that frozen. And the guy comes up and I go, my dad walks up to us and I go, and the guy goes, hi, and he didn't talk gay. That's the thing. He did not have the typical gay lingo. Spoken like a normal man. Okay, I know, whatever the proper fucking phrase is. And he says his name and he reaches out to shake my dad's hand and my dad goes, get the fuck away from me. And he grabs my hand, not the guy leaves. My dad grabs my hand and we're like at a brisk jog back to the hotel. And at the time I was young enough, I wasn't overweight, but I was a big kid. My dad was a little heavier at the time. And we're jogging back to the hotel room. And as we're crossing the street, two gay guys in a convertible yell, hot tubbies! Hot tubbies! They thought my dad and I were running back to the hotel room to have sex. And we were so hot and bothered, we had to run across the street. So, okay, that ups the gayness of the story. We get back to the hotel. And my dad sits me out on the balcony, comes back out, he has a beer in his hand, he hands me a Pabst and says, drink this! Like if I was gay, the Pabst would cleanse me. And really the trip was very awkward from then on. For actually probably close to a year, not a year, but a significant amount of time after that Rehoboth Beach trip, I had to convince my dad I was not gay. The whole time, the rest of the trip, like in the significant future, the whole time, oh my God, my dad thinks I'm gay. My dad thinks I'm gay. My dad thinks I'm gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But when you're not gay, like a gay guy who's not straight probably feels that uncomfortableness in straight situations. When my father thought I was gay, I was so uncomfortable around him. Like, you almost go above and beyond to do, like, not gay things. Like, if I'm if we were at a restaurant and the waiter came over and said to me, and laid a straw down next to the drink, I'd be like, I ain't fucking using a straw, fucking pussy. I'm not gonna drink out of a straw. That's almost like a cock. I'm not gonna do that. It was literally that bad for me, mentally. And my dad didn't do anything to make me feel that way after the original thing. But me, I almost had to prove to my dad that I wasn't gay. Those situations in my life have happened, I won't say a lot, but I've had a lot of embarrassing situations. The next one we'll talk about, And this might be the last one, because when Derek comes on, I actually want to talk about a lot of this stuff, because he was around for a lot of this stuff. All right, I'll tell two. And then if Derek comes on next week, we'll discuss the one story. Well, we can discuss actually these next two. Gentlemen, let me tell you something. One thing that sounds like a good idea and ends up not being a good idea when the situation actually occurs, lying about your dick size. Lying about your dick size sounds great up front for the guy. Sounds great. You know, back in the day of instant messenger, you know, I had this girlfriend that messaged me, and she asked me how large I was. First off, there's pressure right there. Automatically, you better be large, because she's already assuming you're large. So you better, now that the assumption's there, you're already large. You can't go, you know, I'm your average guy. I'm serviceable. You have to come up with something, because the implementation, whatever that word is, implication, I guess is the word, is that you're already large. So when she goes, how large are you? And you go, fucking 10 inches. Okay. I'm a white male. Look up the average. I'm not going to look this up, because my dad will probably think I'm gay. The average size for a white male, I don't know, but it ain't fucking 10 inches. And so I lied. Of course I lied. If I'm trying to impress a girl, I'm going to lie. I'm not going to say, fucking 3. I'm not 3. But I felt like I had to say that. At the same time, I'm not 10. So you got to come up with a number that sounds good. So I said 10 inches. Cut to like a month later, and she is. All right, sorry, I'm on Facebook trying to find something here. There's a gentleman at work asked me to promote something for him, and I will. There we go. We're months later, and we're driving in Derek's girlfriend at the time's blue van. She was 18, so we stayed out till all hours. We were not. Again, 13 to 15, maybe 16 here. And we're driving around, and I convinced this young lady to give me a BJ. These are, again, technical terms. Slob the knob, if you will. I don't know, some other funny blowjob word. And she's in the middle of this act. It's going well. I feel the situation's going well. Derek decides he needs to pull over to the side of the road to piss or whatever the hell he did. I forget why. But he opens the van door. And okay, let me back up. We are driving around at probably like 10, 11 o'clock at night. So it's very dark. So my secret is kept just with me at this point. I don't think, apparently in the dark, it's very hard to determine size. So I have the game beat. I'm fooling this young lady. And she thinks she's sucking on a 10-inch dick. Ha! I had her fooled. So she's going to town, and he opens up the passenger side door of the van. Well, what happens when you open up a car door? The interior light comes on. That is right. The interior light comes on, and it was in like mid, I don't know what women call that. Like the hand is on your dick, and like she's like coming up and then about to come back down, and she like takes a breath. She goes up. She does that, and then continues. She was in that phrase, that phase, and then she puts it back. She continues to go, but the interior light's on, and all I hear is this. It's dead silent. All I hear is... She laughed with my cock in her mouth. She laughed. And I go... And it was so embarrassing. I was like, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. I didn't even want the thing to continue. I panicked right away. I was like, And then Derek got in, closed the fucking door, and like a little bit after that, I was like, okay, that was good, thanks. And then like later, I asked her, hey, why did you laugh when you were doing that? And she goes, You said you were 10 inches. Yeah, well, I lied to you, but hey, my penis was still in your mouth. So who's the loser in this situation? I don't think it's me. I got what I wanted. A life of embarrassment after that and shame. But still, that was another embarrassing, fun story that I love to tell. People, this is the message of this show today. Be able to laugh at yourself. Be able to make fun of yourself. My mother taught me that. It's pretty much, it's a very important thing she taught me because she is basically the butt of every joke that my family makes. And it's not because there's, she's, we mock, that's not the right word. I don't know. Let me maybe explain it this way. We roast the people we love and we care about. If I'm not friends with you, if I don't like you as a person, I'm not going to make fun of you to your face. I'm not going to talk shit to your face. Like Justin LaFurrier when he was, Griffin LaFoot when he was on the show. And when Derek comes on, like we just talk shit. My best friends and I, we shit on each other at times, and it's funny, and we both get that it's not coming from a place of hate. It's coming from a place of laughing and enjoying each other's company. And my mom, I think, instilled that in me, and my mom and my uncles, because my uncles were all to always make fun of my mom. So that's what it was. But no, she was always a great sport about it. I think that's what made me a good sport about it. My uncles kind of instilled that in me as well. But it's important. It's important because if you can't take being laughed at or like being picked on a little bit, you're gonna have a rough life. Like all this bullying stuff like that in school and stuff, and these kids that can't handle it, it's like there's a backbone part of that, and there's an acceptance and a proper way to respond to these things. And I don't think it's taught anymore because everybody gets a trophy, everybody gets a participation medal. They don't learn how to take failure. They don't learn how to take humiliation. Anyway. I'm glad I could tell my lying about my dick size story and make it a moral thing. That's what I'm here to do. I'm the same as Mr. Rogers, really. Okay, last story. What is another Derek story? What the hell was it? The van story. Oh my God. Oh, okay. He'll laugh about this when he gets there. We used to. He was invited to the beach many times with my family. And our goal was to pick up girls on the boardwalk. I'm 1-0 in the picking up guys on the boardwalk part. He's probably 7-0 at picking up the girls. I had zero luck. Here was our game. This was a big move, We'd see a cute girl, or we'd look for like two girls. So that it wouldn't be awkward, like two dudes like coming up to a chick. And our big move here, this is how we got them. Listen to this. And all you young kids take notes. We followed them. That was it. We followed them up and down the boardwalk within a safe distance behind them, like we were a police car trailing someone. We would just follow them up and down the boardwalk. Follow them. We didn't know what we were going to do if they ever turned around or said anything. This one group of girls, it was two girls, and we followed them probably 3 or 4 times up and down the boardwalk. And finally, they got so pissed, and they caught on to us like the first time we were behind them. And they finally, after like the 3rd or 4th time, the one turns around and goes, "What do you want?" Which is always a good start, You're trying to, initiate some contact with a young lady, and she, her response is, "What do you want?" "Oh, I really think you're a special lady. That's all I wanted to say. Bye." No. And my quick-witted response at the time, I didn't have the quick comebacks like I do nowadays. My quick response was, "I don't know. I just wanted to know if you want to hang out." That was my big pickup line. You want to hang out? Well, her response, she looked at me, and she looked at Derek, and she kind of looks like she's doing a math problem, kind of squinting, and goes, not with you, but like with him, and points to Derek. And I think I said fuck you and cock-blocked him, and nothing happened. But yes, that was my life as a young man. You broads did this to me. I blame the women. They made me what I am today. They made this hardened person towards women's issues by doing things like that. Hashtag me too. So that was one story. But anyway, we met this group of girls. The one girl had a boy. This is a different story. Different group of girls. It must have been over 4th of July because they had fireworks in the water. So we meet these two girls. The one girl has a boyfriend. So it's just me and Derek going after this one chick who's there by herself. I forget her name. And not that it matters. Yeah. You guys are going to look her up. You're going to find out who she is. You're going to tell her I was upset. Anyway, so we go onto the boardwalk. I'm sitting next to her. And we go under the boardwalk. Oh, under the boardwalk. Young teens. Oh, what's going to happen? So Derek goes, move over so I can sit down. I'm thinking, okay, if this was me and I was Derek, and I was trying to be a nice guy, and he was not a nice guy in this situation. He was a fucking selfish prick, and I'll tell him that. But it was funny looking back. And he goes, move down. Can you move over so I can sit? There was space on the other side of her. I was on the right side. There was space on her left side. And me, being a hating confrontation pussy, moved over and he sat between us. I got cucked. I got cucked by my best friend at the time. He cucked me. So, we're talking and everything like that. And, I'm the third wheel now at this point. And he has the fucking balls to look at me and go, and whisper to me, he goes, hey man, if you're not going to make a move, I am. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to reach over you to grab a boob through her shirt? Is that what I'm supposed to do here? Like, I'm a person away from her. What would you expect that I could do here? Anyway, so I just kind of like shook my head and didn't answer him. Well, they end up making out in the sand right fucking next to me. And this other chick and her boyfriend are making in the sand next to them. Making in the sand. Making out in the sand right next to them. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here? The fireworks are going off. Lonely Justin's just sitting there. Well, I'll tell you what happens. Get a little gassy on the boardwalk these days. I'll tell you what, I get a little gassy. So while they're making out and getting hot and heavy, all of a sudden, the old warlord lets a little go. Gives a little flit. And Derek hears this and starts laughing, but tries to hide it. And she looks at him dead serious in the eye. And it made a noise. It went dead serious. She looks at him and goes, did you say something? And then he really starts to laugh, and I go, gotta go! I don't know if it smelled or not, but fuck him! Anyway, so that's the story. That's a few stories from my childhood. There's a few embarrassing stories, a few self-deprecating stories that have built me into the pillar of society that I am today. James Rhodes asked me to do some promoting for him, so any of you in the Ohhhhh area, the Ohhhhh Fire Company is having an Antique Power and Apple Festival. Antique Power? Okay, so I guess they're selling railroads, looks like, and old cannons. If you're in need of an old cannon, go to the Ohhhh Fire Company on Saturday, October 13th and Sunday, October 14th, 2018, in the year of our Lord. And from 10 to 5, it's the Ohhhh Fire Company Fairgrounds, 26 Jefferson Street, Ohhhhh, PA. That's one of them, and he sent me another one. Let's see if I can find it. A loyal listener, by the way. That's it. I guess that's it. So you can have an apple and shoot a fucking cannon. If you don't like your neighbor. Games all day. There's a car cruise Saturday. There's a Quates tournament. Spell Quates. I bet none of you can spell Quates without looking it up on your phone, excluding my family, because we know how to spell Quates. I bet you money you don't know how to spell it. And if you don't know how to spell it, you better comment on the goddamn YouTube page or the Facebook page that you didn't know how to spell it. People, if you're listening, I need likes, I need comments, I need interaction. I'm a man of the people. I'm a man of the people. I'm going to put a very small door on my Facebook page for the good ones to come through. Comment, be interactive. I'm going to say that that's the show for this week. We had some new stuff. By the way, Brett Kavanaugh, like I said, or like I thought, and I don't know if I said it here, got appointed Supreme Court Justice, like I thought he would, like I internally thought he should, because there was no real evidence to the contrary. There was hearsay, but there's no concrete evidence. So, that's the show for this week. Like us on Facebook, follow the show, comment, follow me on Twitter at Justin Werley, or I think that's what it is, yeah, at Justin Werley. Instagram at the I'm Just Saying Show, or whatever the hell it is. We post the show on all those formats. Like the page on YouTube, follow the page on YouTube. We need more subscribers. That's what it is. Subscribe on YouTube. We're on Stitcher, Spotify. I'm still not on iTunes because they're being cunts about it. And who else? Where the hell else are we? Gab, G-A-B-B or G. Let me check. Oh, back hurts, son of a bitch. Gab is gab.ai, the free speech social network. I also post to there every once in a while, not as much as I should. So check us out there too. Enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy the football games today. And we'll see you next week. Hopefully Derek Kirshner will be here to address some of these issues. I'm calling him out on fucking Cuckgate, if you will. All right. Have a good weekend. Later.
I'm just saying, don't get upset. Let's get to the bottom of it. I'm just saying, don't you take it personally.